So, given my current situation, I reached out to a couple of companies that make bike lifting equipment that you can carry on your bike. And one of the companies, well, the only company that responded was this company in New Zealand. This company, Eastbound, has got a, looks like they've been around a while, and they sent me a box full of stuff, which I'm pretty excited about. So basically, we're gonna take a look. There's probably instructions in here, but I ain't gonna read them. But y'all know me, everything that looks complicated, I wanna see how dummy proof it is. Because if there is a dummy that can screw stuff up, you're looking at him. So this is the bag that it comes in, pretty cool. It's a little bit heavy, but I think I'd rather have a little bit heavy than something that breaks on me, because we're gonna be lifting this big pig today. This looks like a manual, and I'm not even gonna look at it, but it does have some O-rings in here, so those might be important. So I'll keep it, just in case I get confused, but we do wanna see how dummy proof this thing is. Oh, this is aluminum. Well, so I guess the big weight is this this ratchet. So basically, it appears we're going to be putting this pole slash ratchet strap or ratcheting mechanism. Yeah. So I'm just going to see how far I can get with my inferior intellect, because that's what I do. I want to see how far I can get, which, you know, I feel like I'm a common man. I feel like, wow. All right. I feel like I'm going in the right direction. O-rings. These things have O-rings on them. Does this thing have O-rings on them? It does not appear. This thing does not feel like it's going to. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. I may be lost already. Ah. Aha. Uh-huh. Man, this is fancy. So this is all aluminum, but it's very thick aluminum. I think we're still going in the right direction. Yep. All right, I may be lost here. Ah, wait a minute. I may actually have to pull out the manual to see how this thing works. All right, manual brake. All right, let's go sit in the shade over here. Yeah, let's lay the motorcycle down. So I brought in my assistant, Luke Skywalker, here. Hello. To help me gently lower the motorcycle to the ground, simulating a motorcycle drop or crash, since he's here. And if this thing doesn't work, I got to pick this thing up by myself. So
because I'm not helping do that.
Okay, well,
it's got to work.
Watch your feet; them heads are heavy. My next bike is going to be a lot lighter than this, but it's probably going to have a load on it when I'm out in the wilderness, and it's going to be difficult. So I still want to see this thing work.
It's probably going to be downhill too.
It's probably going to be upside down. Yeah,
the worst situation imaginable.
Yeah, all that. Simulated motorcycle drop. Okay, we have assembled this thing off camera. Well, I say we. My assistant has assembled. my assistant has assembled this MotoWinch off frame. And please, no comments about my filthy bike. I don't ride this thing anymore, other than from the front yard. Yeah, exactly. So all this came out of that little tiny bag. It'll
actual...
tighten up once you get a little bit of a load on it. The hardest part so far was assembling it because a lot of the parts look similar and not really sure where they go. But I'll do an in-depth video when I get my next bike of how to actually assemble it, because I think that's important, because the instructions are not that good.
Oh, do you think
they
it
could
needs
be
to
better.
be more straight up and down or something?
I don't know, let's try it like that. Notice how Luke put his foot on the bottom, the base of the pole. Looks like it's coming up. I think you're supposed to push the, you're supposed to put something around the front brake. Or, yeah, gear. Coming up, big heavy bike. I think it's about this point where you step in there and pick it up.
Oh man, there's nothing right there. I think just gets it up just enough where you can handle it.
That's it.
That's all
I've ever needed.
I don't feel like I was stressing it a lot, or it seemed nice.
I wanna try it. You film me this time.
Okay.
So they have those straps, like Velcro straps, for your brake. I've seen a lot of. Well,
I mean, like I would put it in gear. I get the front wheel. Yep. I would always put it in gear just so you got that one if you wanted to do the little strap for your brake.
Well, if you're sitting on an angle and your wheels turn that way and you're going downhill, if you don't have your brake applied, the front's gonna roll around a little bit, enough to cause you chaos or distress. I think I'm gonna just do it right here and see what that does. Like straight up and down kind of thing. Right. I think the guy that we saw in Mississippi had something similar.
Turn it around from right there. The ratchet's got to be to the
outside. That's right. All right. The guy we saw in Mississippi on that Himalayan struggling, I think he had something similar. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look to see what he was using, but it was something similar to this. I think there may be. So I need to go through here.
Yeah, go ahead and put your ratchet down. Just make it a little easier for you.
Yeah.
Get your thing lined up there.
Yeah. See which direction it's going. Get it all in my head. Well, I tell you what, if nothing else, this is going to give me a lot more confidence than I have right now. If nothing else. Like, yeah, I'm not completely screwed when I... See, even a cripple can do this. Yeah, I'm making it look like it's a lot harder than it is, but it's really, and I think it's messing up my grip there. That's okay, it's an old grip. I mean, the bike is almost standing up straight, right? That was, I think 90% of the effort was putting this damn thing together. True or false?
Initially, I think this is one of those things, do it a couple of times and you'll have it. Straighten it all the way out. Come on. Oh. Right there and catch. Should just pull on it now.
And now, I think 95% of your work is going to be taken out of the package and putting it back in. Rest of it's just, you know, and if you're riding around in mud, in muck, or really rough terrain, might want to just leave this assembled because you know you're going to crash it again. I don't know, I'm impressed. I mean, it's harder to put together than I imagine, but yeah, a whole lot easier to, I thought that was actually going to be some work, but there's not really anything to it. All right, next.
Need a bigger bike?
Well, it's going to be a joke with that.
Yeah.
The T7, I think. You did not hear that. I've not given away the surprise yet. That's not. I disregard whatever I just said.